PhD. Garden City,
Long Island,
New York.
Located on 225 acres in Garden City, Long Island, Nassau Community College, a member of the State University of New York system, has close to 20,000 students attend the school each year. The college mascot is Leo the Lion, and these are his stories of the school's absolute best and brightest who have graduated over the past 50-plus years. Let's catch up together as the Alumni Association of Nassau Community College proudly presents Lion Tales, a Nassau Community College Foundation production on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Welcome to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation. My name is Aurora Workman. I am president of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. I'm here with my friend and co-host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, a proud graduate of Nassau Community College, and together we'll share stories that will inspire, uplift, and often amuse you.
Each week, Aurora and I will introduce you to alumni of Nassau Community College interested in sharing their experience here at Nassau Community College, along with the secrets to their success. If you, our listening audience, has any positive news you would like to share about Nassau Community College alumni, engagements, births, graduations, weddings, and/or accolades, email us at alumni@ncc.edu, and we will shout you out.
Well, today's guest is a business leader, public administrator, and politically active wife, mother, and a very, very proud graduate of Nassau Community College. Elizabeth Wellington, in class of 2006, is the vice president of the Willie, the transporter company, and has been in business since 2003 as a minority business owner. Welcome to Lion Tales, Ms. Elizabeth Wellington, class of 2006.
Welcome. Thank you.
Well, we're going to get right into it because you are a phenomenal woman who has done so much in the community and around Nassau, Long Island. But first, we want to tell us about the Willie Transporter Company.
Willie the Transporter was created in 2003. We have been in business for all those years. Ooh. We were up and down. There were times up and down, but we able to get through it, and we are still in business.
Okay, so is this a family business that was created, or did you create? How did the company come about?
The company came about because we saw there were a need for another transportation for delivery of goods, and that's very important because every day the truckers, they go miles just to bring food, because food is important for the body, and materials and clothing and everything that's important that have economical growth.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So then when doing that, and you say your company serves clients regionally, so is that all on the eastern border of the United States?
Yes. Regionally, we serve clients all the way to Pennsylvania, to Philadelphia, to Ohio, to Miami, and to Albany.
That is fantastic. Well, as you keep in that role, we know that you are busy as the Deputy Director of the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce. And so what is the work that you guys do? What is it that you do specifically?
At the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce, I am the Deputy Director serving Nassau County. What I do, I collaborate with many officials and county officials, and the information that we get, we transfer those back to the community, the small minority business owners, and
well, just everybody, right? Because
yes,
you guys are like walking resources. I mean, you go, it's like that bee that takes it from one flower and brings it to the other, and things keep growing and growing. I mean, I see Elizabeth everywhere, and she's, and it's good because that means the community knows you and they trust you. How did you become involved with the work of the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce?
Well, first of all, I used to participate basically in Brooklyn. I started all my network and outreach in Brooklyn. However, I decided I should contribute my timing in Long Island now. So I was looking all along for a good organization that really would help the people, and the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce really reaches out there and help the minority people with informations and work-wise. And it's a whole lot that we do there to make differences in the minority-owned businesses, entrepreneurs.
Now, you guys have a lot of workshops and creative innovation that improves knowledge and education for small businesses. And I can tell by the Facebook pages and stuff, you talk to a lot of people. You know, how do you schedule that? How do you get those communities?
Well, it's a very hectic, but you have to do what you have to do. And when you take on a role as such as the deputy director, you have to commit your time. It takes a lot of time, and go to these meetings and get the information that will be beneficial to the people that we are serving.
So, how did you come about that, from a Nassau Community College student to, the vice president of one company, deputy director of another? You are so engaged. And involved. Yeah. So what classes, when you came here, what was your goal coming to Nassau Community College? I mean, how did you make your steps here?
First of all, Nassau Community College, it's my home. As I say, a lost sheep will always find its way back. And Nassau Community College, it's my stomping ground. It's the first university that has ever given me an opportunity towards obtaining a better education where people speak, I could understand, and the professors, they were wonderful. They were very much inspiring, encouraging, and I will always tell people our stomping ground is Nassau Community College.
True. So what program did you come here to do?
Oh, the program that I came here to do was criminal justice. I am very fascinated about the laws because I follow rules and regulation. And rules and regulations are made for people to follow. Reasoning, if we don't follow that law, then therefore it would be chaos.
Right.
So it's important. So I love the criminal justice area, and I love to stand up for justice.
So you went from criminal justice to a whole business kind of move. I mean, you are, if anyone just looked under businesswoman, your picture's probably there. You went to school for criminal justice. How did that translate what you were taught here at Nassau Community College to the things that you're doing here? What are some of the things that you took away from being a student here?
Some of the things that I took away of being a student of Nassau Community College is perseverance, courage, empathy, and never give up on your dream.
Right.
That is exactly right. So you're listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien, and our guest today is Elizabeth Wellington, class of 2006, is the vice president of Willie the Transporter, and has been in business since 2003 as a minority business owner and a proud graduate of Nassau Community College. So as we were talking about the different things that really the characteristics that help, that you took away from being a student at Nassau that's helping in your business. You have for over 10 years led multiple projects with many clients processing daily invoices averaging $850,000 and more dollars. So all of what you do, and you continue to do that, what are some of the what are some of the steps? How does somebody do those kind of things that you do?
I would say training.
You do what you do.
You just got to do what you got to do.
You got to do it.
Training and development, and you always have to, be engaged with the community. You always have to, go to a lot of meetings, because the exchange of ideas is so great and it's powerful. And that's how your business could grow, by meeting people. Networking is very, very much important. So that's the reasoning I decided I had to look for a good organization where I would be able to meet more people that will help service my business.
Now, one of the organizations that you have is the Women's Center for Personal Development. Can you tell us about that?
The Women's Center for Personal Development, it's an important area for all women, because sometimes we're standing and we're given, being an advisor, and we are going through our own certain circumstances. Life interrupts. Yes.
Girl interrupted.
So, the Women's Center, a woman that has been battered, who are running from, past relationship, they need to be high, they need to, find themselves.
Right.
So, you able to inspire another woman and help her walk through that painful situation that she is in. And you contribute whatever you can to make a difference. It's all about making differences in people's life, helping each one teach one.
Yeah. Do you find that, young women that have been incarcerated that, may or may not already have children of their own, and then they're coming out of that situation, how do they come back into society? How could the organization help those women come back out?
Well, I believe that the revolving door, whenever someone is incarcerated and they come out here and they have to face society, they're not well equipped.
Right.
And by training and development, an organization as such as the Women Professional Center, it helped them dignify themselves. It helped their self-esteem to uprise and to know that they can make differences. They can do it. It's just a little bit patient, and you have to have the right support group that will inspire you that you are not alone.
Right. Very important. That I think there's so many women that, may make certain decisions in their life, and then they can come out and sort of be reborn into the fold. And it's not easy in society because there's so much judgment, and especially then when you are a female, and if you are a minority female, again, we're judged by our gender, and we're judged by our color and our race, and those are things that I think we would be better off if we really could
just do without a lot of that isms.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the fact that the Women's Center for Personal Development mission and vision states that you're transcending barriers and transforming lives. So if all women who are going through something or really have had those struggles can really find themselves there to help them focus on careers. And is there a location for where they would go, or is there a website that we would have for that particular program, or is that a program that is taken to community through LIAC?
Yes, it's a program that is taken from community to community. It's in its developmental stage. So what we do, we collaborate, a group of women who are entrepreneurs collaborate, and we exchange of ideas and see how we could help these women that really, really need and wants to make a difference even for their children too. So it's a new program that we are fostering.
Well, you came to Nassau as a non-traditional student, meaning you didn't come right after high school. What made you pick Nassau? And because this work that you're doing is important, and we're glad that you believe and have stated that Nassau is the foundation. But what made you pick it?
I chose Nassau. First of all, I started from the basic education department, and all the people that had contributed to my life, every day I praise them, because the BEP is the first step in getting to understand how to communicate.
Right.
And the professors and them, they were phenomenal. And may I,
you can name them if you remember them, because
especially
some remember.
One professor really played a great role in my life was Allison. Allison is presently here, Bissessa. She used to teach the BEP 0902. And I remember there was a book about McBride, and she would tell us everyone to read. And that was one of the books that I read. And the struggle through that book, it basically was about a Jewish life, and the struggle that I saw through the book, and I read and I understood, and I was able to annotate and give her feedback of what I thought it is. It inspired me to start to read more and more, and it started to move on. Like, you have 2 books to read, and then she give you 3 and 4 books, and you have to write an analysis on it. And that really, really is the breaking ground that started me at Nassau Community College. Also, there were Professor Mario. He was the criminal justice professor. Professor Charles Scott, the composition. Oh, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He taught you from step 1, subject, line, verbs, and everything had to agree. So all of that had really, really prepared me. Also, Professor...
We're going to continue with the professors.
You are listening to Lion Tales. Our guest today is Elizabeth Wellington, class of 2006, is the Vice President of Willie the Transporter, and has been in business since 2003 as a minority business owner. My name is Lynnda Nadien, along with Aurora Workman, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver to Mom. But a little over a year ago, we realized she couldn't take care of herself without our help. And well, how could I not be there for her? I had no idea how hard it would be, and just what I would need to know. Things I never thought of, like how to improve her mood, and even for me, ways to stay positive. Luckily, I found the Caregiving Resource Center from AARP. It had articles about the basics that got me started, but also information about the hurdles I was facing in this new role. I could even connect with experts and hear from others who had been in my place. I know this road we're on isn't an easy one, but I'm really happy to have the extra help for her and for me. Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. Articles, tips, and tools to help you both care for your loved one and care for yourself. This message is brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Lion Tales, powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I'm your host, Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with Aurora Workman, and our guest today is Elizabeth Wellington, the Deputy Director of the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce and a proud graduate of Nassau Community College. So getting back to some of the influential professors that you had, you were about to discuss one in particular that stands out in your mind.
Yes, one in particular also was Professor Cohan, public speaking professor. And I had to do a public speaking, and he really inspired me. I was nervous as a wreck.
Everybody that comes here tells us that public speaking in that department. Oh my gosh.
But he was able to let me have confidence in myself, and I was able to do it. And he said, I know from now on you're gonna be somebody. You're gonna further yourself. And those few words alone was able to inspire me to keep moving on and learning every day. And there was also another professor, Professor Dennis Ahern. He was a criminal justice professor. He thought everything about that criminal justice, public safety, and it was very much important to my life. Also, Dr. Salvino, he was a nutritionist. He thought about health. And one important thing that really stand out with his class is that he said, don't use the utensils, the regular utensils, use cold pot. He said, because if you are anemic, it raises your blood count right back up. And that really, really had help and was very much important to me. But with that being said, Nassau Community College is a stomping ground for anyone who thought in life that they could not have learned. And I know that they will reach far towards their education, because I was in that predicament. I was not a person was able to go to high school, and starting here, it's transcend my whole entire life. So from Nassau Community College, with all the inspired BEP professors, I love them to death. All the inspired BEP professors who played a major role in Elizabeth Wellington's life. I know that I had to come back to Nassau Community College and contribute, give back, do what I have to do. From here, I moved on to John Jay College of Criminal Justice. But it was never It's the same as Nassau Community College. This is a university. And this is unity, this is strength, and this is love that we give here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay here until whenever.
Can you tell us about the Dream Foundation Scholarship?
Okay, the Dream Foundation Scholarship, it's a good organization because they make differences in people's life every day, especially the students that really
had some Nassau
want.
Community College students that
Yes,
received it.
yes. On the Dream Foundation, what we do, we sit there and analyze and read some bios and the life that people, the students who would like to attend the Nassau Community College, the ups and downs in life that they have to go through, holding 2 and 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Still trying to pay to come to school here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal to read about.
Yeah, we had a visit from some of our Uniondale High School graduates today that came back to speak with my 4th and 5th graders about being a freshman in college, and we noticed that one is at Nassau Community College right now, and he explained his journey that he felt this was right for him, where the other 5 one is at NYU, one is at Iona, and then he was at Nassau, and he was explaining to the students how this will be his stepping stone.
Right.
And I was really interested in that because I wanted to, let him know that for him, that's where his journey is beginning. And he was a big inspiration to the little kids that are coming up now and want to know about what to do when it's time to make those decisions about where you would go to school, to further your career and your education.
Yeah, well, with that being said, I remember whilst I was attending here, I was a macrolate student. It was food for thought, especially when you have great and good professors who want to see you excel. I never miss a day. Snow, sleet, rain. I am coming.
Yeah.
Until there was even Charmaine Smith was one of my mentor. And she said, Elizabeth, you don't have a Dean Smith, yes.
Yeah.
And she said, oh my God, you never miss a day. I said, no, this is food for thought. Because when you get the right professors and they teach you, you can go out in the world outside there and you're well prepared. So I was well prepared going to John Jay College.
That's wonderful. You're listening to Lion Tales on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Aurora Workman, along with Dr. Lynnda Nadien, and our guest today is Elizabeth Wellington, Deputy Director of the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce, New York State's largest African American chamber. So it is so, as we talked, and there was so much. How does one person do so much in a day? Okay, plus your mother, plus your wife, either somebody at home is not eating, okay? Well, they're not eating your cooking, okay? But, I mean,
they cook
we
for you.
do so much, but how do, where do you get all that energy to contribute to the community the way you do?
I believe you just have to, first of all, I have to thank God for giving me breath and life every day that I can reach out and touch and make differences in another person's life. So with that being said, you just have to do what you have to do because you never let anything hold you back and just keep moving forward.
Right, because life is definitely going to move forward.
Yes.
So and in keeping with that, one of the other things that you do, you are in the Black History Art Exhibition planning. Now, tell us about that, and that's for Long Island.
Yes, the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce. Every year, we always collaborate with the art organization of artists on Long Island, and we always host it at the Bloomingdale's, where all the arts they come out and people could see what young artists does, and it's really phenomenal. It's nice.
And you're also an advisory for the Long Island Business Expo.
Oh, yes. Well, actually, I sit on the board there of the advisory, so we all could know what's going on. We could help make decisions to have these expo with different minority business owners, and we have a day of events for them at the Coliseum.
And even being, on the board of the Alumni Association at Nassau Community College right now, since the beginning of the year, and we've all been working together, and I think that we were able to make some good positive contributions to that organization and to keep that something that's really important to the college as well. So we thank you for doing that, because we need everyone to be positive in that respect too.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And one of the things that's really encouraging is that as a woman entrepreneur, and I hate when people say as a woman entrepreneur, but you are helping create women to be entrepreneurs. So when someone says, "Oh, Aurora, you're a woman," I said, "No, I'm an entrepreneur, just as everyone else is." Okay, But there's a real need, because for what you're doing in the programs you're putting on, because women aren't encouraged to be the owners, and they're not encouraged to be the leads. So what are some of the, and I know you do a lot of workshops, what are some of the workshops that you have provided that really helps women understand that they can?
Well, the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce have workshops such as the boot camps. And some of those workshops, we have programs that will help small minority business owners stay into business. So, and it teaches you, we get them certified. We walk them through the steps in being a minority-owned business entrepreneur.
That is so wonderful. I mean, we've just gotten so much from you today, Elizabeth. We welcome you. We were glad that you are on our team on the alumni board. Yeah. Okay, we are so happy that you are here and that you are taking part. I mean, you have so many roles on the alumni board, and I wanted everyone to know that we do welcome all alumni to come and be a part of the executive board. But you have picked up the mantle for social events on the finance committee, the Judiciary Committee, and the Scholarship Committee, and we appreciate you. We'd like to thank our guest, Mrs. Elizabeth Wellington. She's the Deputy Director of the Long Island African American Chamber of Commerce and a proud graduate of Nassau Community College. And what would you say to students now today that you've gone through all these experiences about, and it doesn't even matter how old you are coming into school, what would you say to the students?
I would say age doesn't matter. Just stay in college, follow your dream, and obtaining a good education is very, very important. Don't give up on your dream. Sometimes you will have bump roads, but you will get over it. Stay firm and you will succeed.
Well, thank you so much for being on our show. We hope you'll come back to the show again.
And we would like to thank you for being here.
It's such a wonderful thing to have you over here.
Okay, we want to thank you for being with us. My name is Dr. Lynnda Nadien, along with my fabulous friend, Aurora Workman, President of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. The Creative Director of Lion Tales is Rudy J. Breedy. This show is a production of the Nassau Community College Alumni Association. Visit ncc.edu/WHPC for more information. Available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. Lion Tales is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We'll talk to you next week.